Well, happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you're doing great. This weekend is playoff baseball, so I'm representing today. But I want to wish you a happy Saturday. I hope you're doing amazing. And we are going to read the third epistle of John. It's a short one, much like 2nd John, but it has some important things to say. And I'm going to talk about the distinction of a small little word. The word is the. Hi, I'm Pastor Mark with Heights Christian Church. We are going through the Bible in 5 years, and we would love for you to join us. Subscribe to this channel. Be a part of that with us every day, and we can read the scriptures together. Not just you and me, but also all the congregation of Heights Christian Church as we are reading the Bible together. And we're getting close to the end. We are going to finish our last book in the next couple of months, the Gospel of John, and then we will have completed all 5 years. So we would love for you to be a part of it. And so let's dive into our reading today. So this is the third epistle of John, the elder, to the beloved Gaius, whom I love in truth. Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and be in health, just as your soul prospers. For I rejoiced greatly when brethren came and testified to the truth that is in you. Just as you walk in the truth, I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth. Beloved, you do so faithfully. Whenever you do for the brethren and for strangers who have borne witness of your love before the church, if you send them forward on their journey in a manner worthy of God, you will do well, because they went forth for his name's sake, taking nothing from the Gentiles. We therefore ought to receive such, that we may become fellow workers of the truth. I wrote to the church about Diosthenes, who loves to have the preeminence among them, does not receive us. Therefore, if I come, I will call to mind his deeds, which he does, prating against us with malicious words. And not content with that, he himself does not receive the brethren, and forbids those who wish to, putting them out of the church. Beloved, do not imitate what is evil, but what is good. He who does good is of God, but he who does evil has not seen God. Demetrius has a good testimony from all, and from the truth itself, and we also bear witness, and you know that our testimony is true. I had many things to write to you, but I do not wish to write to you with pen and ink. But I hope to see you shortly, and we shall speak face to face. Peace to you. Our friends greet you. Greet the friends by name. Wow, there's a lot in this small epistle. But let's talk about a few things. If you'll notice, I read today not from the New International Version, but from the King James Version, because the New International Version uses the when John is encouraging Gaius. He talks about walking in truth, not in the truth. And I think that's an important distinction, because I think what John's talking about is walking in truth rather than walking in the truth. When someone walks in the truth, that means that they are doctrinally sound. And there's nothing wrong with that. I absolutely don't think there's anything wrong with it. But if that's the only thing you do, then there's something missing. But if you walk in truth, then you know the truth of the doctrine, but yet you live it in your life daily. For example, if you believe that you are a fallen creature and only saved by the grace of God, then you will live like a fallen creature and be on guard all the time in your life in trying to make sure that you don't stumble. If you believe in the truth that you are a child of God, then you will in fact walk around like a child of God knowing that you are saved by grace and that you have become a child of God through what Jesus Christ did. So you will be bold and you will be living that way. And so many of these things are important. It's not just about doctrine. We want to be strong in doctrine, but if you believe the truth, then you will live in truth. You see? So I think that's a big distinction of living in truth rather than living in the truth. That's just my hearsay. That's what I believe and I think, and so that's why I like this version of the Bible at times better than the NIV, because I think sometimes we can get lost. And so you got to be guard on it. I always encourage students of the Bible to read more than one version of Scripture to make sure that you're getting all the stuff. A lot of the versions of the Bible sacrifice accuracy with making sure that we are close to the way we speak it. And so, whenever I'm studying Scripture, I have 3 or 4 different versions that I use. And so it's important to stay on top of those things, because we not only want to know the truth, but we also want to live truth. Sound good? And so John in his epistle, he calls somebody out, Diophrenes, because he is part of the fellowship of Gaius is working, but he is contrary to what God calls helping John, or the elder, in his walk, and he wants to be first, and so he is now pushing other people aside, and that is contrary to the way God would have us to be. We are supposed to be humble. We are supposed to think of others' needs better than our own, and Gaius is acting that way, and so is Demetrius. And so there are 2 people that John praises in this letter, and one that he calls out. And so I'm not sure that I would want to be Diophrenes when John comes to talk to him face to face. Because much like Paul, when he is going to approach those that are not doing the will of God for church discipline. And so, my friends, I want you to live in truth. I want you to believe what you read in Scripture, but I also want your life to reflect what you believe. Doesn't that sound good? Well, those are my encouraging words for you. I hope you have an amazing day, and we will look forward to talking to you tomorrow. Actually, Pastor John will be bringing the message, and so we'd love you to tune in and be a part of our Sunday worship service. There'll be some amazing music. There'll be some great testimony. And then obviously John will bring the word. So I'm excited about tomorrow. I hope that you will join us either online, or if you are in the Albuquerque area, come visit us. We're on the corner of Louisiana and Comanche. We would love to have you a part of that with us. So anyway, have an amazing Saturday. Watch some baseball if you can. Otherwise, have an amazing day, and we will talk to you later.